Hey guys, how's it going? It's that nerd Ryan here, and today we're going to be discussing Return of the Jedi, which is the third installment. You know how Star Wars is, third installment, but sixth chronologically in the main story of Star Wars. So, before we get in the video, I want to do some housekeeping. Why aren't you subscribed yet? Come on. It's easy, just one click away. Do it. Please do it, please. I don't like resorting to begging, but seeing how you're probably not subscribed even though you're watching this, I kind of have to. All jokes aside though, please do like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell, just so you can get some more fine nerd content. So, anyways, let's get into the video. If you guys remember in my ranking all of Star Wars video, which card up here, I ranked this at a 12 out of 16. So basically, it's in the top 5, I believe that would make it. It's the 5th best one. However, it is not as good as Empire Strikes Back, which I mentioned last week. Now, why I say that is because it kind of falls off at the end, in my opinion. But we'll talk about that in a second. First, let's just discuss that this is what I remember to be the first Star Wars movie I ever saw. And I do remember being kind of confused as a kid because it all kind of just took off in a way. Which also brings me to mention how back in last week's video, I discussed that Empire Strikes Back can be watched stand alone. I do not feel that Return of the Jedi is the same way. I mean, it is the end of a trilogy, which makes it kind of hard to watch on its own, but it is still a good movie. Like I said, it's in the top 5. So that is a major good thing. We are introduced to characters such as Jabba, the Emperor, and even more like that. We were introduced to the Emperor originally in the last movie, and if you watch the special edition, you're introduced to Jabba in A New Hope. However, these characters are more fleshed out in this. Again, I do want to start with things that I dislike first. One of those is being Boba Fett's supposed death. Now, obviously, knowing in The Mandalorian he didn't die, it's still kind of played off for laughs for such a menacing character that he passed and just died like that. Other than that, the other complaints are just kind of the whole ending of Star Wars. And like the special edition, at least for this version, we have an awkward no when Vader kills the Emperor. And it feels wrong to me, in my opinion. I don't know why, but it just feels wrong. Other than that, some of my favorite scenes in this movie are basically the entire Battle of Endor. I just love the forest and love everything like that. And I actually do like the Ewoks. And another thing that I did really enjoy was the space battle in that battle. That was an epic scale that we did not get to see until The Rise of Skywalker, which is another issue that this movie brings. And it's more of an issue of Rise of Skywalker, so we will talk about that next month, about an issue in Rise of Skywalker. But that is that basically the ending of this movie is null now, because Palpatine's dead, we're all celebrating everything, but he isn't dead. And that's kind of a bummer now looking back at a rewatch, but back then that was a big hip hip hooray. And now it's just kind of like a mute cause in a sense. And another thing that makes it a mute cause is basically, this is what I'm going to say, Disney, I don't hate Disney Star Wars. I don't hate anything that Disney has done, but Disney kind of ruined this movie when you truly think about it, with the expanded universe and with the movies. So, Palpatine being defeated, he actually didn't get defeated. The Battle of Endor being the final battle in the Galactic Civil War. Nope, that was the Battle of Jakku a year later. There was so much more war going on in that last year than there was in the movies. Which, I mean, we're like looking, I'm reading Victory's Price as we're recording this, the Aftermath saga, and just a lot of Battlefront 2 is another good example. Squadrons is another good example where, yeah, the Empire's crippled. However, it's not played off like it is in this movie as the end-all, be-all. That's actually a video that I am going to make in the future, just talking about how basically the Battle of Endor is not an all-out victory. However, I'm very much going on a tangent, and I do apologize. I also think, though, I do want to add that the lightsaber battle in this movie between Luke and Vader is amazing, in revealing the Emperor having Force lightning and stuff like that. If you're watching it in release order, that is a pretty cool thing to see. However, if you're watching that in chronological order, it's kind of like, oh, this again, and he's going to get himself hurt again. But yeah, so that is basically my review of Return of the Jedi. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe like I mentioned. I also have a whole slew of social media on here, so make sure that you guys look in the description and follow all that for more updates and everything. I do try to be funny on Instagram, so make sure you do that on there. And if you guys want to see some showcasings for some figures, go on there. So thank you very much, guys. Make sure that you guys have a great day. And remember, we are all Jedi Masters on the inside.